What if I told you the very pill you're taking every morning to protect your heart might actually be making your body weaker, slower, and more vulnerable over time? And the most shocking part? Millions of people over 50 are taking it, trusting it, without ever realizing what it's quietly doing behind the scenes. Today, we're going to uncover the truth. Now let's be clear. Blood pressure medication can be life-saving. For many people, it's absolutely necessary. But here's what no one explains properly. Not all blood pressure medications work the same way. And some, while lowering your numbers on paper, may be creating problems in your body that you don't immediately notice. Problems that show up slowly, as fatigue, weakness, brain fog, or even increased risk of falls and complications. So today, I'm going to break this down in a simple, clear way, so you can understand what's really happening inside your body, and what you should watch out for. Most treatments today focus on one thing: getting your blood pressure numbers down. And yes, numbers matter. But here's the problem. Your body is not just a number. When a medication lowers your blood pressure too aggressively, it doesn't just reduce pressure on your arteries. It can also reduce blood flow to critical areas like your brain, your muscles, and even your kidneys. And this is where the hidden issues begin. Because you might feel more tired than usual, slightly dizzy when you stand up, less steady on your feet, mentally slower or foggy, but these symptoms are often brushed off as just aging. When in reality, they may be your body telling you something is off. One of the most commonly prescribed types of blood pressure medication, especially in older adults, works by removing excess fluid from your body. These are often called water pills. And yes, they can be effective. They reduce blood volume, which lowers pressure in your blood vessels. But here's what often gets overlooked. They don't just remove excess fluid. They can also flush out essential minerals your body depends on, like potassium, sodium, and magnesium. And when those levels drop, your body starts to struggle. You may experience muscle weakness, irregular heart rhythms, increased fatigue, cramping, and in some cases, confusion or instability. Over time, this can affect your strength, your balance, and your overall quality of life. As we age, our bodies don't just change, they become more sensitive to even the smallest shifts happening inside. Your hydration levels can drop more quickly, sometimes without you even realizing it. Your kidneys, which quietly filter and balance everything in your body, begin to process medications more slowly and less efficiently. And your muscles, the very thing that keeps you steady, strong, and independent, need more support than they did before. So when a medication gently but consistently drains fluids and essential minerals, the effect is no longer subtle. It becomes something you can feel. And here's the part many people don't connect. That quiet, lingering fatigue. That sudden drop in energy in the middle of the day. That slight unsteadiness when you stand up or walk. It's easy to dismiss it as just aging. But very often, it's not. It may be your body trying to adapt, struggling to maintain balance. As the medication changes your internal environment in ways you were never told to expect. The biggest misunderstanding, and one that quietly affects so many people, is this simple belief: if my numbers look good, everything must be fine. On the surface, it feels reassuring. You see a normal reading, you hear controlled, and you assume your health is on the right track. But your body is more than a number on a screen. Health is not just what shows up in a report. It's how you feel when you wake up in the morning. How clearly your mind works throughout the day. How steady your steps are when you walk. and how strong and capable you feel in your own body. Because sometimes, the numbers improve, while the person quietly feels worse. And that's the part we cannot ignore. A treatment should not only reduce risk on paper. It should support your entire system, gently, consistently, and in a way that preserves your strength and clarity. And if something feels different, slightly off, hard to explain but noticeable, that is not something to overlook. It's something to pay attention to. Now, this is very important. And I want you to hear this clearly. You should never stop, reduce, or change your medication on your own. But what you can do, starting today, is become more aware. Begin to notice your body. Not just your reports. Pay attention to how you feel when you wake up. How your energy moves throughout the day. How steady and clear you feel in your daily activities. Because these signals matter. And then, have a simple, honest conversation with your doctor. Ask questions like, is this still the best option for me long term? Are my electrolyte levels being checked regularly? Is this dosage still right for my body at this stage of life? These are not difficult questions. But they can lead to important answers. Because sometimes, very small adjustments, a slight change in dose, a different timing, or even a better suited medication, can make a meaningful difference in how you feel. And in many cases, when medication is supported with the basics your body truly needs, like proper hydration, balanced, mineral-rich nutrition, and gentle, consistent daily movement, the results are not just better on paper. They are better in real life. At the end of the day, your goal is not just to lower your blood pressure. Your goal is to feel strong, clear, steady, and in control of your health. And that starts with understanding what your body is telling you. Because when you listen carefully, your body often speaks long before serious problems appear. If this helped you see your health in a new way, take a moment to like this video. It helps more people find information that could genuinely improve their lives. Comment checking my meds if you're going to take a closer look at your health after this. And share this with someone over 50. Because this one insight could protect them in ways they never expected. Subscribe for more clear, science-based health content designed to keep you strong, sharp, and independent. Because here, we don't just manage numbers. We protect the quality of your life.